What's up, baby dolls? So we just concluded a 5-hour Twitter Spaces hosted by Matty Allen, and there's about 600 or, oh wow, 4,200 people listening. Oh wow, did not know that. Okay. Of course, PulseChain, hottest topic, pDAI. No one cares about Pulse. No one cares about PulseX, EHEX, PHEX, Inc. Everyone wants to talk about pDAI. Understandable, deeply contrarian. It is such a crazy narrative. Now, here's the thing, friends. Before we even look at anything, I just want to share some thoughts. This is the chart. This is the monthly chart. I want to show you something, okay? So, I'm not saying buy or sell. I'm trying to teach you something, okay? When I look at charts so much, I look at some weird esoteric shit about the market pricing. And sometimes you just get this eureka moment. And like you have like this like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like your brain is like doing this whole like third eye view. So sometimes in markets, so when you first come to markets, you see this price chart like this, okay? Firstly, on a linear because you don't know anything. You're just like, oh, well, it's dead, okay? But you know, okay, look, man, the price is down 90%. It actually went down 94. It's down whatever, 88, 99%. So a new person coming in will look at it and say, oh, the narrative is that there's an infinite minter. There are bad actors. They're going to send it to zero. But what I've actually come to learn is the collective wisdom of the crowd. The real reason they price stuff in, it'll shock you. And if I was to summarize everything, I wonder if that the market as a whole, maybe it's reading this differently to an infinite minting. Maybe it's looking at the Pulse SPI price being down 85% in a year, PLS, which is the origin address collateralization narrative attributed to that. And it's also looking at Ethereum down 50% in a year. So here it is. Ethereum is down 50% in a year, 52%. So that's something I think about. I'm looking. That's why you try to figure this stuff out. Am I looking at a price chart that's down because of infinite minting? Or am I really looking at a price chart that's down because the collective market thinks right now with PulseChain's price so low and Ethereum's price only at 2,000, the odds of the dream of the over-collateralization and the pDAI thing completing, they're very low now. They are actually low because the OA's bags, pretty much, they're low. I'm wondering if that's what it is. Because the market, it's how you feel right now. And that's why, because I'm talking to everyone. And everyone's got like, very, very low odds this thing works out. What if I put Ethereum at $20,000 tomorrow? $20,000. The OA's purchasing price is now like 8 billion, I think. $20,000. Would you think a bit differently about pDAI though? Be honest. Would you think about the odds differently about what it can do? I would. Hey, you got $8 billion sitting in there. Right now, you're sitting at a 50% loss though. So that's what I'm trying to do is I try to change the numbers and variables and I'm trying to see if I change my mind. So if I was sitting on the sidelines, I look at this and I'm like, if the OA's bags were richer, if Pulse was higher, 10x higher, if the Ethereum price was 10x higher too, I probably feel differently about this. That's how I would honestly feel about it. So obviously I don't know if it's going to work or not. I have no idea. Okay. But that's how you can look at this stuff and you try to figure this stuff out, you sniff it out. Because if it's simply just a matter of a couple of price toggles, well then is Ethereum going to be $2,000 forever? I don't think so. Is Pulse going to be down 85% forever? No. So you're trying to speculate, you're trying to invest for the future. That's ultimately what you're here to do, okay? And also, friends, if you didn't know anything about this infinite minting pDAI thing right now, here's the thing, man. It had 3 red candles here, 3 red candles there. And look at this, 1, 2, 3 red candles as well. So if you're just looking at candle chart patterns, you're like, this kind of looks like everything else. So that's why I want to share this with you, some information. It's obviously, there's no guarantee of any of these. This is what it looks like on the pDAI to Pulse ratio as well. You have the biggest fat red candle here, 4 greens, 3 red, 3 greens, 2 red. Here you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, then dropping down. This is the pDAI pulse ratio. I wonder. I wonder sometimes about the market and the pricing. Does it do some weird stuff out here where I'm not reading something right? Because the soy boy journalist reason is it's never the real reason. It's just supply and demand. Oh, the price is down because there's an infinite minting bug. Like that's just the stuff we attach. But is the market being smarter than that? Is actually computing real odds? That's something I'm thinking about. So you can decide what you want to do. I wanted to show you this hot topic, right? PulseChain community still strong. 4,000 plus people, man. It's like it's rumble in the jungle. Wow, wow, wow. The amount of people coming out here. And look, I'll be honest, man. We all know it's just pDAI. They just keep coming for the unbacked Ponzi stablecoin. They keep coming back. Oh, Richard fudded it today, and like or did he or didn't he? Could have been. It's tough to navigate these worlds, but you won't get a world where the odds are given to you on a silver platter. And you can look at the price and go, oh, wow, it's totally offbeat. No. Richard's not going to come and whisper to your ear that he has the answer. And by the way, even if he did, people wouldn't even believe it. And the market wouldn't even react, probably. Probably not. Because that's what I have a guess. Even if I think, okay, if Richard said, yeah, I'm operating behind pDAI, I still don't even think it would get to its fair value right now of like 25 cents. Or even higher. I don't think so. I think the market would have to figure it out if Ethereum went up and the OA's bags went up. I don't know why something in the universe is telling me that. It's not as clear cut. Remember SEC win? XRP only went up 8% on the SEC win. It retraced all of its move in 2023 as well. Richard Hart just beat the SEC. Up 60%, retraced the whole move and lower. Markets, man, how they price stuff, it's not as easy as we think. I really do think, man, if Richard even came out and said, I'm actually behind it, it would get some people to FOMO stuff in, and they'd be like, you know what? I don't even care that he FOMO's in behind it because like I've got higher odds, I think, in other coins out here. But it would be natural cycles again. Yeah. If dare I say, like, if you saw something wacky where like pDAI got to like, 10 cents, which I would love. If it got to 10 cents, then people would be like, oh crap, now I'm going to FOMO in. And then I come back down and then Richard does a FUD tweet. I actually don't like pDAI anymore. You know what I mean? So that's something just to think about. And I leave that with you because ultimately at the end of the day, we don't have all the answers. We're all navigating this in real time. But it does help when I show you stuff like a lot of magical stuff can come out, man. With business ISM reading this low, these wider cyclical macro forces, it's basically like the bears and the FUD and the hairiness and the smelliness. It's out there everywhere. It's like when everything's curse time and rainy and thunderstorms, everything's bad. It's like, hey, the food in your fridge gets rotten and you hurt your knee, going down the stairs, and then your car breaks down, right? And you slip on the floor when you're going into the work office. Like, it just seems like everything's bad. But then also when it's basically when the rainbows are out and everything's doing well, everything starts going good. Everybody believes in stuff. But obviously we're waiting for that time. We're like, man, when are we going to get that time where things are finally going great and everything's going good? Don't know. But I like how PulseChain has survived this onslaught. Literally, friends, we're literally 4 months into freaking a supposed post-Bitcoin halving year. We're meant to be the bull market stuff. So I still believe in PulseChain. I don't know the future. It's always like this, man. You always feel uncomfortable when the prices are low. It goes for everything. What are you going to do though? Like, subscribe, but I'll catch you soon.